Hello everybody.
Hi.
Hi.
We
Welcome.
have an extra.
Yeah, I'm just here. Accident.
I found a German.
That's a good day, I think.
Yeah.
Hope so.
Yeah, am I cut? No, that's just what I look like. I thought I was cut off, but I think I just look like that. Yeah, it's all good. Okay. Welcome everybody to the World Reach Online Team League weekly wrap up, where we are ill prepared. We have no new standings. We have no team intros this week. We have.
To be fair, I'm on location, so I'm gonna argue that we have an excuse.
Well, I think that everybody is on location somewhere, so we don't have the, like, usually there'd be like a spreadsheet that somebody does and we shamelessly borrow-ish from. Um, and we do team like intros, but I had the most busiest week last week and I'm doing like other projects for Gemma, so I didn't prepare this week. And then you said Manuel is going to come on, so instead of preparing team intros like I usually do, I said we're going to do German intros instead and took a nap. So good morning, everybody. It's 5 a.m. in Japan.
Good evening from Europe.
Good evening.
Evening. What's good evening in German? Let's teach them.
Guten Abend.
Guten Abend.
Yeah.
Nabend.
Sounds, but it's actually not so bad. So.
German's a beautiful language. It gets a bad rap.
Really?
Yeah, do you not
I don't
think?
like my own language.
Oh, really? I think German's a beautiful
No, I
language.
don't.
It depends
Yeah.
on who's speaking it.
Well, I only ever hear mahjong players speaking it when I'm taking their points. So I think it's a beautiful
Say oh nine, yeah.
Schade.
So I actually had a German room. My first roommate ever was German.
Oh, really?
And she was actually the person who did the official like translation of Totoro from Japanese to German.
Oh.
Now Jen plays that I've got a claim to fame card. Wow, I'd not known
I
that.
think that's the only thing she ever actually translated officially. She did it as like her university project, and they actually
Wow.
published it. And then she actually like met Miyazaki Hayao and got a Totoro plushie thing, a massive one apparently.
Oh,
I think you can retire after translating Neighbor Totoro. I think, yeah.
But she
It's a
had
great-
You met your peak. You might as well just quit.
Okay, that's it.
she
I mean,
had the most beautiful German I've ever heard in my life. Never heard anything as beautiful before or after. So someday if you find Melanie, you can hear extremely beautiful German.
German is a beautiful language. Yeah.
When
Yeah,
Melanie
so-
speaks it, yeah.
When Melanie speaks it.
Certainly not
Hi,
an
Melanie. But yeah, it has been a busy weekend for mahjong. I think no.
Very busy, yeah. I also I also had a league today, so that was busy as well.
We were playing League, and there was the
Okay, go ahead, keep going. No, keep
was the
going.
International Day of Mahjong on the 3rd of August? Is it 3rd of August or 1st of August? I'm very bad
I
at
think it
dates
was
at the
the
moment.
first.
So I know they had an event in New York for it. So that was, you can see that on the social medias. And
Wait, the International Mahjong Day? Is that what you said?
yeah.
Oh,
I
think it's would be the first because it's Pai no Hi.
exactly Pai no Hi. And then
and E.
but they had a special event in New York. I think Riichi no Mi held it. And then and of course we had the WROTL as it's now come to be known.
Yeah.
WROTL. I still sounds like you're clearing your throat to me, but here we are. And I have to think harder about the acronyms before I choose these event names.
Well, it's not so bad.
Well, it was WRC, the work.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what it is for Gemma. It's just work.
It's just work.
Yeah, true.
And then why am I in Germany, in Cologne? Is because we held our first World Riichi League event, which will form the backbone going forward of the World Riichi Professional Organization. So it has been a busy weekend.
And also the Toronto Open is happening, a 2-day event in Toronto. So they're on there, then right in the middle, heading into their finals, I think, just about now.
There's Mahjong everywhere. Everywhere. There was no excuse. If you weren't at an event, you could be playing online in the World Riichi Online Team League. But yeah. But Manuel was our host in Cologne. He's wearing a yukata, as you see. So.
Yeah, it's just, leisure time. So.
Yeah, he's relaxing afterwards.
Oh wow, is that yukata? You're like halfway cut off the screen.
Yeah, you can come a bit closer.
Sorry.
Yeah,
okay, you can close.
Hi.
Okay, that's better.
Hello.
Yeah, I just thought it was like I almost thought it was like an aloha shirt for it.
Let's have this,
Do you want to make about the Cologne event?
Oh yeah, I would love to actually. I mean, thank you.
Oh wait! First, introduce yourself because.
Oh yeah.
Okay, true. It's the first time on the
Gemma
screen,
knows
sorry.
who you are, and we've said your name is Manuel so far, and I think that's all that anyone knows at this. Well, not anyone, but some people watching know at this point.
Yeah, I'm Manuel. Hi. I'm German, obviously. Like Gemma already introduced me.
Oh yeah, I told you the German.
The German. I'm representative of Evno. But I'm the founder of the club Rinchan Kaiho Cologne. I did that in 2014. I played already at over 30 tournaments. Quite, I would say, already rooted in the Mahjong world. I had the honor to be head referee at ERMC, the 5th one. I had the honor to be the head referee of the 3rd World Reach Championship in Vienna. And now we are, after hosting already 5 tournaments with my own club in Cologne, we're taking the next step actually and did something for the WRC now, which we call World Riichi League here. And it was a great event, I would say. The first inaugural event was really...
I think a lot of us were enjoying taking a break from the ROTL because Manuel is in my team, the Mahjong Euro course, and we have not been achieving much force for the Euro.
That's the way to put it, yeah. Yeah, there could be still... I think we should try harder, maybe. But everyone else was just so good.
Well, I see that Pez on the chat has had some depths of despair in the last couple of weeks of ROTL. Pez, my heart is with you. It's obviously, it remains the roller coaster experience. But it was actually it was really nice coming to Cologne because quite a lot of the players who attended this event have also been in the ROTL. And to hear their description of being beaten so badly by professionals but enjoying it made me feel a little bit of relief. That because for me it's been a bit of an existential crisis. To hear that other people are turning that existential crisis into a learning journey has been really nice to hear. Did you play this weekend, Jen?
Yeah, I played almost the full 3 hours every weekend so far.
Wow. And how are you doing in the ROTL?
I think I was minus like 150 or so going into. I finally got my 20 games in last week. And this week, I brought it up to -5, so we're
that's
improving.
a big jump.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got rid of some of the big negatives and added some smaller negatives.
And you've given me a good opportunity because I know I've realized that some people have maybe interpreted best run of 20 incorrectly. It's not the latest run of 20, it is your best run, consecutive 20 games at any point in the period, right? So if you do badly but you've done well in the past, the good in the past is taken and the bad in the present is gone. So you can only improve your score is what I'm trying to say. The more you you can keep your score where it is by not doing better, but what I'm saying is you're always incentivized to play more for this
right, so my -5 is not going to ever be less than that again. But
exactly, you can't detriment yourself.
Yeah, but any better scores are going to come from the most recent run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow,
up
Chinman
to
says that
600.
Wow.
Yeah, we don't have an updated spreadsheet. I did ask in the Discord for one, but I didn't.
Yeah.
It's not ready because I think people are just too busy playing right now. I don't think it's ready. Yeah, they didn't get it ready while I was.
And I don't receive any results from the Run team until Monday.
Theirs comes so late. It's like Monday for you, it's Tuesday for here when it comes. So.
To be fair, the ROTL is like what, Saturday very late into the early morning hours in Japan.
True,
And
but
then
they just don't have the they just don't have it set up to, because I think that our players have a system they can just like read it into their Excel sheet, but
no, but the players work on a Sunday. I don't think I can expect the poor Run team to work on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Jen disagrees, maybe. Jen, work Sunday.
I never stop working. I think
Doesn't stop working. This is the truth about Jen.
Not doing bad was just sitting here lounging on the couch and.
No, Jen is a hard worker. We have someone else in the room as well who I'd like to introduce because they're a big streamer. You want to introduce yourself? Shall I introduce you?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Riichi does the Final Fantasy 14 Mahjong event.
Riichi,
So you-
Riichi was writing in the chat as well. That's
Yeah,
Riichi back
exactly,
there.
exactly.
Oh my god, we're gonna wait, this is a reveal because if you've ever watched Riichi's stream and he's always a bunny.
Oh yeah.
You just-
And I'm gonna.
Ta-da!
I was considering, like, do I have something to hide my face?
like this.
But I didn't bring my bunny ears with me.
Oh, I think I have some. I could be a bunny for you. Let me see if I have them. Maybe I don't.
Yeah.
I have so many like different headpieces in my. Hold on. I don't have
hold-
bunnies. I might, but I don't. But I'll just go ahead and put this. It's my Sangenpai headband.
Pizzinato's writing and Ricky's still a bunny, so.
No, I have
Yeah.
no. I'll just do Hakuhatsu tune instead because I put my. Yes, we have Riichi. Riichi can be a very cute bunny or a very sexy bunny. Actually.
Ah!
I'm
That's good.
Riichi, or RPG Riichi, or Tai if you meet me in real life. And well, it's for the Martian community here over in Europe. It's kind of like an open secret that I have YouTube, so it doesn't matter that much to show my face.
Yes, it was a huge reveal for me because, I haven't had as much time to watch streams lately, but I usually stop by Mickey's stream whenever I do have time, and Mickey is often in my stream as well. In the chat, is what I mean. Not like we haven't done any collabs yet, so far anyway. Hey, everybody, can you press the thumbs up button real quick, please? Because I see like more than triple times the people in the chat than I see that have thumbs up it. So, please. Okay.
Let's go.
So, how did your Cologne runs go? I think Gemma and Manuel were not playing. You were just officiating. Is that correct?
I wasn't
Exactly,
playing
yeah.
either. I
Oh.
was the master of the spreadsheet.
I mean, as
Ah.
usual, Tai takes up such amount of work during a tournament, keeping all the data on time and like live scores, and if there's something wrong in the Excel formula, he just fixes it already on past experience in our tournament. A very, very valuable help, really, and I couldn't have done it without him. You know?
Well, I didn't need to do that much to do this time around because Andrew prepared the whole spreadsheet and it just worked. There was only one thing I had to do, and that was an unforeseen case, but that's gonna be probably in the next version of the suite.
Oh, I did see in the Discord that Andrew was preparing. I guess, but it's also like connected to an app. Is that correct?
Yes, yeah.
Exactly.
Also connected to now.
Yeah.
Can you what do you do on the app? What is it like? Who
Oh.
has the app and who uses it? Right.
So basically, every player should get the app, and it only tells your current score and what table you sit on. Does nothing more. You don't need to register. You only favorite your name, and it's gonna give you optional notifications the game is about to start. Please get seated.
It's more like an overview information
Yeah,
app. It's not one where you like, you can't score points in it. You can't type in Yaku or full points or the amount of tons of Dora your hand has. Also, hopefully, it's just really for informational purposes. Like when the Hanchan starts, if there's a schedule change, you will get like a push notification on your mobile phone. The seating for the next, you can see basically already all Hanchan and where you're seated at, because basically the table seating is pre-arranged, but you still draw a lot at the beginning and you get allocated a number, and that will show you where you're going to sit for every time. It's actually super helpful because you just press a button after you type in all the scores are updated. You don't need to print out 10,000 pieces of paper and put it everywhere, so everyone is...
So you can check actually the current standings as well?
Exactly. At any given point, basically. I mean, after Hanchan,
Yeah, we try to save on paper.
Yeah.
And we did.
Net zero commitments.
And I mean, everyone has a mobile phone nowadays. I mean, maybe there are people that say like, okay, I don't want to download an app or something. But the good thing about the app is it doesn't require any personal data. You don't need to put an email address in it. You don't need to put your name or whatever.
It's not gonna say it's asking to track you every single app
No,
on iPhone does that now.
Exactly. So it actually was really valuable. Everyone had it actually.
Yeah.
There was no one who did not have it.
Oh, nice.
That
I
made
think this is Andrew saying Ty did everything, I just made the spreadsheet. Ty is being modest. He was there making things happen.
No, we also had a short introduction with him, like on Wednesday actually,
Yes.
exactly too.
Andrew's from All Island Mahjong. If you need
Sure.
to find him, his name's Aplaisai. I hope you don't mind, Andrew, that I'm outing you. But if you're interested in the app and the work that Andrew's done, I definitely recommend hitting him up. He's the work he's done has been really good on that app, and it's been really helpful.
Absolutely.
We do have one more guest if anyone is interested in meeting Valentin from France. Go on, Inigo.
Yes,
we'll
let's-
take one call out.
Yeah, time to shift. I'm taking you.
Sorry, Jen. I've got my. We're rotating the guests.
Yeah,
in.
just fill in all of the hours. Perfectly fine. I have no prep for this.
So
Morning.
Valentin is the gentleman who came up with the project for World Riichi League. So that it is his child.
We can really take
So Valentin is from France.
Yeah.
But he's travelled here to Cologne. Valentin did play in the event this weekend, so I don't know. Valentin can maybe give us some words on how he found the skill level, the play style.
It was great. It was great. In fact, yeah, we are having trouble to pull up the level of the competitive play in Europe. So I really was wishing for all this event to work and people to be enthusiasm, to have enthusiasm in this, and they actually did. Like we weren't expected those many people to sign up so fast for the event, and the play was great. I had like almost no trouble, and you cannot call really trouble the little itches that I got in the tournament. So yeah. I had a great time.
Let's be honest, I was refereeing. It was super boring.
There were no complaints like this. I don't think there was any problems with switching over to WSC rules.
No, not really.
No, I don't think so.
No, at least nothing where I was been called for. So.
Okay, this is the sound for Manuel is not very good when you're off camera. Sounds kind of like echoey. For some reason, Gemma sounds very clear, but
Because I've got a loud English accent.
I was complaining to Gemma about the commentators today for the Olympics. Excuse me. So, the World Reach League. This is kind of like a kind of starter or basis for the World Reach Pro League. Is this?
Yeah, kind of, yeah. Because like when we were starting it, the plan is to make it worldwide, at least. Well, in the end, but we needed a starting point, and this starting point in Europe, and with how to say it, people that I trust, and that we trust each other. We know how to. We know that we are able on our sites to make a community grow, and that we have connections to make it work. So yeah, that's what we are going to do. Yeah.
So it's gonna be a live, like it's like a pro AMA league in Europe, or is it going to go full pro, or is that undecided yet?
The goal is to make it full pro. The goal is to make it full pro. Yeah, but the plan is to like make it open to people so that they can just come up and like grow stronger, enter the pro league, pass the pro test, and go. And let's pro.
Yeah, I think it sounds a little bit similar to like the regional pro leagues that we have, where they usually have like half of the games are pro only and then half are pro and amateur mixed together for the people who, I mean, they're playing quite close to pro level still, but not everybody is a member of the organization. So it sounds a little bit similar to that. I'm not sure if it is, but and then I think there'll probably be something online as well, Gemma,
Yes,
for
yes.
the
This is
pro league.
Yeah, it's obviously, it's a bit easier to move around Japan and Europe and obviously the Americas. It's a much wider geography, so we will have a hybrid system, like, like hybrid working. You can do some in the office and some online. But it's the destination has not been set, is something I want to stress. We're at the start point of our journey, and the destination is going to depend on who joins us in the pro group and where they want to go. I want to stress that this is collaboration. It's very exciting to me that, as you can see, the three people who have been driving the start of this league, it's a German and a British and a Frenchman, and that is what I want to see. I want to see all of the peoples of all of the cultures coming together to make this a truly worldwide initiative. So I hope, if you didn't manage to join us in Cologne this time, I'm really hoping that you'll be able to join us at either, offline in an actual event, or online. Maybe you're playing the World Riichi Online Team League, and we want to find ways to include you. If you want to improve your mahjong, if you want to become at that professional level, I want to find a way to get you in. That makes sense. And something, so I know I'm off camera now, so you can't see my face, but you can look at Valentine and Yuki's faces. They're very beautiful. People are sick of my face after this weekend, I'm sure. But yeah, maybe. And one thing that was really exciting, actually, another thing that we did was we did a WRC ref test at this weekend, and it was really interesting to see people increase their awareness of the WRC rules. Because, we mostly play EMA rules in Europe, which is great. It's been a really great way to get people playing competitive mahjong. And then WRC rules, for better or worse, very strict on the penalties. Lots of chombos. So increasing people's understanding of WRC rules, their principles, and getting them through to be certified refs I think it's been a really good experience for everyone. I think everyone has learned a lot. We've learned a lot. The people who got certified as refs learned a lot, so and we're looking forward. Now we have certified refs. It means we have more people who can feed in and give input into the WRC rules, and not just take our directions entirely from Japan. Yeah, I thought I was going to hear a wry snigger from Jen on that comment.
No. It sounds fine to me. I think that one of the great things about the WRC Pro League is that it's going to be the only pro organization or branch or whatever that has autonomy. I think every other group has one like base office in Japan that they have to answer to and get permission from, and I think you have partnerships with groups in Japan. It's very different setup and situation, so it sounds exciting.
So Valentine is also in the Mahjong Euroforce team for the World Online Team League.
Yeah.
I think you're doing the best of us, all or four of us at the moment.
Probably not.
Oh, I don't know.
Because I had like one first place, one second place, and all the 28 other enchants I did were third and fourth.
Right.
So probably not. I think he's doing the best of us.
Wait, you already have
30, yeah.
30 games?
Yeah.
I'm at 19.
I think close to 30, yeah.
Do you feel you're learning anything from the WROTL?
Yeah, yes, I'm learning on the aggressiveness.
Oh, okay, interesting.
I should be even more aggressive than I already am. I mean, I already have an aggressive playstyle. That's why I do well in EMA tournaments in general, and that's probably what helped me in the WRC last time. In fact, but here in those online events, I tend to play like I used to play when in ladder. So maybe playing it safe, not being too risky, but then someone comes up at plus 60k because it's how you should play in a context where you have to do the best of end games in a row. So yeah, maybe I just need to push everything for a while.
Yeah, I think that a lot of people are moving from ladder. A lot of people are used to last avoidance, which is an important skill to have, but something that you can't make a habit for this sort of format.
Yeah,
It needs to be like a skill that you bring out when as kind of a last resort type thing instead.
I still remember. Yeah, go ahead.
I was saying, I think a lot of people are getting used to that, and it's a good forum, a good place to like learn about that and get used to it.
Sorry, I should have introduced Valentine as well as he was the best non-Japanese player in the WRC 2022.
Yes, final table. We do have footage of that and commentary.
Yeah,
And,
commentary in English and in Japanese.
and yeah, in Japanese and in English. We did an English commentary as well. Now you can actually hear Hiyoshi in the background of the English commentary too. But
Oh,
Yeah, you
it was in the same room. We just so you can hear both if you listen to our English one. I found it hard to, and a comment in the chat. I found it hard to identify when to build big or go fast because I'm getting caught out by fast. I like it, yeah. So other people are going quite fast. Yeah, I think it's really a lot of efficiency while hedging big hands. So you kind of have to be flexible, I think, is the thing
yeah,
in
that-
that one. Yeah.
I remember that this commentary called you.
yeah.
I think it's difficult. I think sometimes to judge the speed of your hand and whether you should be throwing gas in it or you should be pulling back and looking for something higher. And that's a skill we haven't had an opportunity to practice as much in Europe, at least. You know, I cannot speak of other locations.
Yeah, I think the thing to remember that is difficult, even for experienced players, is that the speed of your hand is not quite as important as the speed to your hand relative to the other people's speed is. That's the hardest thing to remember because you think like, oh, I'm 2 away, I'm super fast, and everything's open-ended. But then if somebody calls 3 times, your hand is very slow at that point.
Yes, and this is not something we get to practice so much, at least on the European continent.
Yes, indeed.
And that might be why some of us are struggling with this online team league. When I say some, definitely Gemma. Yeah, Manuel thinks he's also struggling in the same respect. It's I just find that the skill level is just completely alien to me. And I was explaining to someone, I'm okay to lose if I feel like I was in control during the game. The fact of the matter is, when I'm playing in those online team leagues, I haven't found a way to take control. As you said, being able to gauge the speed of my hand relative to other players' hands, knowing, and then that's an important basis to knowing whether I should be pushing or pulling back. I don't have an answer. I really do hope I'll find the answer in the next 2 to 3 months. But maybe this is a more common environment for you to play in, Jen. So I think people will be anxious to hear your comments, and because Jen won't promote herself, I'll promote her for it. Jen has her own Discord server and she runs her own study groups, and she streams as well. So do make sure you follow Jen on Twitch as Mahjong Jen, and then I can't give you the Discord server because I'm not a robot, but I'm sure.
Yeah, I can't. Also, but I did post a link I did some shameless, shameful, shameless self-promotion in the WRC Discord. And I think the WRC Discord is in the description here.
And
But-
Jen has also been doing some sessions. I think she's got a session coming up this week, or next week, giving tips on the JPML professional certification, which is going to be slightly different from the certification rerun. However, there are going to be some real similarities. It's not like the skills we're testing are going to be particularly different.
Yeah,
So
I think that the skills are going to be the skills that we went over. So actually, we did that one today. Another one coming up tomorrow. I did two, like one for European times, even though everyone's in Cologne, and then one it will be more for like American, North and South American times tomorrow. But I mean, I'm not a good teacher, so we just went over the concepts of the protest, and I think every protest that exists so far covers these same concepts, so I would expect the WRC protest to also cover the same topics, just maybe obviously the rules are going to be WRC rules instead of JPMLA rules, and maybe some more what do you call it, situation specific questions. The one for JPML is mostly, I mean, I guess it's on this past year, the 2023 test, the last section is all based on a final table, which they haven't all been in the past. Sometimes it's just how to get first place. And this one is all based on like one final table. So I imagine that format might be a little bit different, but the skill itself is extremely important whether you take the protest or not. So like what do you need to get into first place? If I think Valentine had this experience, went to get to a final table.
Yes, exactly, yeah.
At least in Japan, and it was effective for the WRC final as well in Vienna. In the last hand of the last game, you don't win unless it gives you first place. You don't win the last hand to get into second place, and you are specifically instructed of this. Yeah, I hope that was okay to publicize. I don't know.
No, of course it is. The price structures, from Japan is such that really you only want. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jen. Only the first place gives you the good prize, and the second, third, and fourth are basically flat between them.
Oh yeah, I mean it's designed like that so that you can get a more exciting final table and final hand.
Yeah, precisely. So and I think
Yeah, and
there's no difference really between being placed second, third, or fourth. You want to be first. This is mahjong after all.
so just starting out, get third gets you more enemies.
Right.
So
So.
this is the difference maybe between like the EMA ranking system, where of course if you are on your final table with slightly different formats usually, but if you're on your final table, there is a big difference between coming second and third usually in the final rankings, and you get more points. So that's but that's not how, obviously, as you said, we're going to be a little bit more aligned with the Japanese leagues and be really encouraging people in these extra events to aim for those first places.
Yeah, in those final phases, it's always interesting.
So when you have a league, like we have the pro league, and you're in the last game of the last session, that's a little bit different because you're just trying to promote or to not demote, or relegate. Yeah, whatever the word that you guys use.
Or demote or whatever. But that's the difference really between league and exhibition events, right? And the WRC
for title events.
Title event, yeah. WRC is a title event, and what Cologne has been is the start of a league event. So we want to give the players worldwide opportunities to engage in both of those formats, because I think as you said, the strategies can be quite different.
Yeah, so we just went over the protest, some tips that I have, some secret formula information that will be published in my republish of the book in October that I gave a sneak peek to the people who showed up. Although I am terrible at explaining things in in spoken words, so I hope that they understood. Anyway, I sent some secret DMs. So I guess if you come on Tuesday, you'll also get kind of a sneak peek to that. There's some formulas that help you in that last game scenario. if you don't have organizers to tell you which place or how many points you need, things like that. Yeah. So yeah, anyone is welcome to join that. And it kind of turned into, because when you have more minds together, everybody has different ideas. So it turned into a kind of group study session, not just like me teaching and giving tips on the pro test. So it's one thing that's common to all pro tests is the flush weights.
Yeah.
And you have everybody gave their own tips and like links to pages to study on and things like that. Thank you, Metai-san. Thank you so much. Great, useful tips in the coaching. I appreciate it. I was really nervous and I really didn't think that I was being very helpful. I was nervous as to whether I was being helpful or not. So that's very great to hear. Thank you.
I just had to laugh when you mentioned flush weights because it was very interesting questions in the referee test.
Yeah, in the referee test, we did some sort of questions that are quite similar to, as you know, you get on the JPMO professional test, weight quiz and some scoring tests. There's some space for some of our players to improve.
Yeah,
it was quite. It's interesting that it was quite a dramatic. There were players who were getting almost all full marks, and then other people who just really struggled, which was an eye-opening experience. You can either do it or you can't. So it might be a good idea for me to find those who could. This one here, and ask them how they managed to be able to answer those questions under the time pressure and all of that jazz. Not my hottest subject. Right. So I need to attend your study session as well, Jen. I'll have to. I think I'm traveling tomorrow. Unfortunately, I've got to get back to the UK from Germany. So
I mean, I think we will probably have at least one more heading up as soon as we have like dates set for the WRC Pro test. Because right now it's really just kind of abstract, where we have the JPML tests that we can use, so let's go through them and use them and just prepare what we can. Obviously when we have like dates and things, we'll be able to be a little bit more specific in the preparations, but it's not anything officially WRC. It's just I know that people wanted some help, so I just invited them, and more people, like 10 people came. It's amazing. I thought I was hoping 3 would come.
Hi, Christian. Hope the planes. Yeah, I had an eventful trip to Cologne. I was supposed to arrive on Thursday night. I didn't get here until Friday night because I got stuck in Heathrow Airport for many hours. 20, 30 hours maybe, I forget now.
Yeah, many people like kind of stranded on their way to Cologne, right?
Yeah, I don't
not
really
just you.
They claimed the weather was bad. It didn't seem that bad.
No, it wasn't.
No.
But I still had 2 trains cancelled.
Yeah, the weather wouldn't cancel the trains as well, right? Yeah. It wasn't that bad. It was just weekend. You know, Europe was having a bit of a hiccup this weekend for reasons unknown, but yeah, and I think we did make some call outs during the event as well that we're really interested in expanding the team for the World Riichi League, especially when it comes to hosts. We do want to make this not as regular as the EMA events, but you know, we want to make it, you know, a regular occurrence so that more people can participate. Yeah. I do also want to stress that this is in addition to EMA. It's a very symbiotic relationship. Because the EMA events now, I mean, if anyone's tried to get on an event in the calendar, by the time you get there and you've got your holiday booked from work, the event is already full. You know, it's already it's player max. So there's lots of space in there for more and more events.
Wow.
Yeah, do you know what? During COVID, I just had so many worries that when we came back, people would have drifted away. They'd have found new hobbies, or maybe they didn't want to sit in tight rooms breathing all over each other anymore because it's been the opposite actually. As soon as the doors were opened again, people have been so anxious to get offline, to get offline to come and play real events. Europe has had this great boom, and it's been wonderful to see.
I think
we-
that's been the case in North America as well. Many events selling out. The biggest events in history in North America happening. Things, yeah.
They are, yeah, and America's seen an even bigger explosion, right? Because I hope no one in America minds me saying, but they were very small pre-COVID. You know, it's even for the 2017, it was quite a struggle in times to get players in seats. And now I wonder, you know, it's going to be a bit of a bloodbath for them to qualify for the Tokyo event in 2025. Because there's so many of them and they're so enthusiastic and passionate, and it's amazing to see. And yeah, it's down to the hard work of people like yourself, Jen, and Valentine here, and Manuel, promoting Mahjong and getting people excited and giving them stuff to engage in.
No, I feel like I've done nothing. I'm trying to ride on the coattails of everyone who's been working hard.
Jen's too humble.
That's sort of well, because a lot of people I met in Final Fantasy were like, at that time, disappointed they couldn't find offline events, and now they're getting some.
Yeah.
And
I think we're in a situation now where we're not going to be able to hold enough events. The more events we hold, the more demand there will be.
Yeah, you know, it's almost impossible to find times to hold things online because the European schedule is so full. Yeah, let me do a quick self-promote because everybody has Run IDs. Okay, let me just, because this is one of the struggles I had with the European schedule being so packed. So on Ron, they have this event where JPML pros can host their own tournament. And I never did it before because, like, most of my followers are outside of Japan. Who's going to play in my tournament? Nobody has Ron IDs. Guess what? Right now, everybody has Ron IDs, thanks to WROTL. So very on theme here with the WROTL.
Yeah, you can play with your Run ID outside of these Saturday events. You can do it all.
So we have
And in
to.
Jen's events.
We had to figure out a schedule. You had to like bid for a schedule basically. I want to hold my tournament on this date, and then if there were, I think there's like 30 pros holding tournaments for this time, this round, I guess. And so if they were on the same dates as other pros, then they had to do like a drawing, basically. Like, I don't know, we played Junkin or something. Rock, paper, scissors.
I was about to say that's very AKB48, Jen.
Sorry. No, you know what they did for the drawing? I guess there was only one table that ended up being the same time that they couldn't decide who would get the spot. They said, okay, we have the Watch M or whatever that show's called. I forgot. So whatever they roll the dice for, if it's even, then you get it, and if it's odd, then you get it. When they roll the dice at the beginning of the game on the JPML broadcast. So they didn't even like do it themselves. It was like all fair because everybody could see it on the broadcast and double check it. I thought that was so creative. That was great. Anyway, so I'm holding my tournament on September 8th at the same time slot that WROTL usually is held. So it's a Sunday, not a Saturday.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Yeah. So, but it's the same time slot. So it'll be 11 p.m. JST. It's only 3 hours, so not 4 hours. So if you can get in, and I'm not sure exactly how many games you have to play, but it will be a 3-player tournament because it's Jen. And Jen always plays Samma, yes. It'll be my first tournament.
September the 8th, play for Jen.
So the reason you have to play for me is because whoever gets the most players in their tournament, out of like the 30 pros or whatever holding tournaments, the top 8 get to play in a semifinal and final event on the JPML channel. Like broadcast, a live, so it's a tournament.
Yeah.
And we qualify by getting players. So we need like 200 players. Every single person in WROTL.
Yeah. That's the call to action. We need to come out and support Jen.
Thank you.
Is there a number of games we have to play, or can we just play one game?
I'm not sure. I'll post the details in my Discord and maybe in the WRC Discord, since it is a good opportunity to like play an event besides WROTL with your own ID.
And you get to play Sanma. There's a lot of people who like Sanma.
Yes.
I personally don't, but I'll make an exception for Jen because she's beautiful and lovely, and I adore her.
Thank you. I think
if it's WRC, the one on Sanma, it's actually more less inflationary.
I just object, just in principle, for no good reason. I'm British and I'm
Yeah, I need to work out the detail. I can choose all the details. I think, except for I'm not sure I can pick the game streak. I'm pretty sure it'll still be a game streak format because that's just what they do on Run tournaments. Because then you can just play, however many games you want. It's kind of fair. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I need to come up with a good name for the tournament. Like, I don't know. Summer Jubilee.
Genbo. I like Genbo. I think you should use that, Jen.
Anyway, so yeah, the reason why it was so relevant is because it was so hard to pick a date because of the packed European and North American schedule.
I think come January and people have qualified into Tokyo 25. There might be a little lull. I think people might, or they might just want to play more. Who knows? Pez asks if there's any hints on the next World Riichi League, or is that still up in the air?
Yeah. If it's a league, when is the next session? That's what I was going to ask too.
We were going to have one late September. Unfortunately, the host had to pull out for personal reasons, so that's left a little bit of a gap in the tempo we wanted to create. However, I was approached today about for another one in November in Europe. So we're not going to announce one in 4 weeks' notice. That's not fair. So we will give you 8 weeks' notice at least, so we can get the cheap Ryanair EasyJet flights
that don't fly apparently.
No, I was on British Airways. That's where I went wrong.
Okay.
I thought I'd be posh. I thought I'd treat myself. Don't do that again, kids. Yeah. Usually Ryanair wouldn't abandon me in the airport because they had to pay for my hotel. So British Airways are like, woo. Anyway, I talk about myself, but yeah. So I mean, it's difficult, Jan, because we've just talked about a lot of things and a lot of ways that people can participate in what we're doing. Can we summarize all this for the end of the stream? We've got Jen tomorrow with her professional certification tips. That's happening tomorrow on Monday. So you need to catch her Discord, and I'm sure she'll post it in the World Riichi Discord, so you can find that. September 8th, Jen is holding her Sanma tournament. We will have to come out and support her because who doesn't want to see her on the screen? And yeah, keep your eyes peeled because we'll have more information on the World Riichi League, the World Riichi Pro Group, and I'm really glad that we've been able to introduce you to Manuel, who's hiding off camera now, but he's still relaxing in his yukata. And he's actually tied the back knot, which is really impressive to me because I can't even zip a dress up when the zip's at the back. So to tie a knot, jeez, that man's talented. And Valentine, he I'm trying to build out the team, and as we move towards Tokyo 2025, I'll start fading into the background and sobbing in dark corners to the amount of stress I'm experiencing. So you're going to be seeing more of Manuel and Valentine, and I'm forever grateful to Jen as she continuously promotes WRC and helps bring the community.
We are also doing we have our second Yukon Fuji commentary coming this week on Thursday and Friday. Mm-hmm.
And I'm really excited about it. Jen has known me for too long, perhaps, but she knows that I like complaining and being a bit of a downer on things. But I left the Yukon Fuji commentary, and I was like, wow, that was good. That was a good job. So I really think that, yeah, if you have time, watch the VODs, the video on demand, or catch us live. It's all scheduled on the YouTube channel. I think I've got the 2 late slot with Korak. Is that right?
That's what I put you in for. If you're able to make it, and we have understudies we have a couple of people with the conflicts this week. So, but we have everything covered. So if Gemma is able to schedule it, then she'll be in there. The 2 late spots, 2 days in a row.
And then we've got lots of different commentators, and we're changing it up. So it's quite a lively stream. There's lots of reasons to listen. Absolutely.
Yeah, and the people who are broadcasting and commentating are just top notch and have a lot of experience already that they've just built up on their own, and then we brought them into this professional commentary. I think Jeremy Tips and Tricks is just incredible.
I really
carries us.
Yeah, I really enjoyed commentating with Jeremy, and I'm really looking forward to seeing if I can derail the conversation with Korak because I think he'll be quite difficult to derail. But I'm gonna.
Korak also just is on top of every single move of every single player, which is I sometimes when I'm even commentating with him, I'm just like in awe, like, wow, you followed everything. I mean, sometimes it's where do I jump in just because I feel like he's just like I'm so much lower level, so I'm learning a lot from him. Also, Nathaniel has a really good Tatenyu. He has a really like calm cadence, which is a really good contrast to Korax when they're together as well. And I think we have Dave debuting this week for his first commentary job ever, I think.
I think David is easy to derail, so he'll just derail himself constantly. I'm not sure who he's paired with, but I am looking forward to it.
I think he's paired with me.
Oh, Jen.
But I might jump out and let Tips go with him instead.
Poor Dave. We love you, Dave, if you're watching. We love you, but
no, it's only because I feel like I can't keep up with the play-by-play as well.
I was about to say, you should not pair me and Dave together ever. That would be a bad combo.
If you want to watch Dave and Gemma, watch the USPML channel on Twitch. Sometimes.
Yeah, we've not been streaming for a while because
everyone's been traveling.
Busy. There's traveling, doing, Anyway, I think we managed to summarize what you can do over the next few weeks. No, we did it.
I think so. Yeah, with the North American Open is coming up at the end of the month.
Yeah. And the All Island Mahjong event is happening next weekend. So Andrew of All Island Mahjong, who did the app, is running that. So I think quite a few people are attending that. It's going to be a great event. I mean, it's Ireland. It's amazing.
Yeah. We also have some more exciting stuff that we maybe can't announce yet, but we're working really hard on it. Trying to get videos done for Gemma. And
it's a shame we actually have to earn money. Yeah.
That's life.
His life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're a little bit late starting and we didn't do all of the stuff that we usually do. We'll cover these highlights that everyone has posted next week, I think. Can you please press the thumbs up button? I'm going to ask one more time. There's 12 people watching and only 5 thumbs up. And one of them is mine, so...
I haven't liked. There we go, I liked.
Thank you.
I liked.
Thank you. Yes, that's all I live for. I just need the likes. I'm a neurodivergent American. I need constant confirmation of people liking me.
Right, I'm gonna let Manuel come into the camera if possible. We all have to be friendly. We all like each other. Thank you all for watching.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you for coming on. Thank you everyone for all the support, and we'll see you next time if I figure out how to transition this thing. Goodbye.
Bye.